Would have been behind them.
And here comes the Group 1 feature of the afternoon, the 2023 Caulfield Cup. Race first contested way back in 1879. And Brad, our honour roll proves what a good horse's race it is.
Yeah, it certainly is, Marto. It's a great honour roll, isn't it? Look at some of the champions of the turf right there. And it's a cracking edition this year. So many different angles. And, gee, you've got to get out the international replays, that's for sure.
Yep, 6 internationals have won this race in the past. You're tipping a 7th in the moments ahead, with West Wind Blows off a fabulous debut second in the Tab Turnbull Stakes on Australian debut.
Yeah, he was super brave, wasn't he? Here he is, and he didn't really have the right to kick on like this, considering the run he had. He was basically 3-4 wide, working the entire trip. I know Gold Trip goes straight past. If you're watching this replay at home, you go, how could you possibly tip West Wind Blows to turn the tables? But he gets the weight swing. He's going to get a much more economical run, and he's really going to come on from that effort, where I just think the pace shape here probably flattered Gold Trip a little bit there, so I'm with West Wind Blows.
Solcombe's had a perfect preparation, and 2,400 metres now will be ideal.
He will, and I love the way Chris Waller's talking about this horse this week, suggesting he could do something pretty special here. Gets to the right trip. He's been humming this preparation. Break up the Japanese horse. How do we line him up? But you've just got to respect when those Japanese horses come across. They always run well. And I thought this was the best roughie, Hu Yamal. Different form in Sydney. Had a bit of sharpness in the legs this year. I think he'll run well at odds.
And Gator, like Brad, you're a fan of West Wind Blows.
Yeah, he was fabulous, wasn't he? First 1,000 metres of that fast run Turnbull, he's working, and he was actually coming back at Gold Trip past the line, gets to 2,500. He has performed on a quick turnaround before, sort of 14 days, so I know that can be a challenge for internationals, but he's got a profile that says it's okay. Without a fight, second pick for me, 11.17 last 200 in the top bracket of any horse all day, and an Underwood at weight for age. Gets to 2,400, gets into a handicap and a dry track. Solcombe, he was terrific himself in that same Underwood, off a brilliant return win. Gold Trip is a must. Valiant King, and next best for me, 6, 2, 8 and 1.
And don't forget about the very attractive Saturday tab special on the Caulfield Cup. Place a fixed odds win bet on the Cup, and if your horse runs 2nd to 10th, you get a bonus bet back up to $50. And this, of course, part of the World Pool today. The Cup in operation on Win and Place, Quinella, Trifecta and Duet pools. Let's see how the bookmakers are playing here. And West Wind Blows, which is the equal favourite now with Gold Trip on the tab fixed, is favourite on its own with the Bagman. 6 into 5.50 back to 6. Gold Trip is 5.50 out to 7, just back to $6.50. Solcombe is 7 and solid, without a fight 8.50 and solid. Break Up has been nibbled, 11 into 9.50 back to 10. Who Your Mouth is $11 into $10, and Valiant King 9.50 out to 11 back into 10. I know to move for Spirit Ridge Gator at big odds for Dean Yendall and Annabelle Neesham. It's horse number 17, $41 into $26. Nailed last stride by a good one in the Metrop last time out.
Yeah, that's right. Just Folk, who has subsequently failed, but I'm not sure that's any guide. He was a bit cooked into that race last week. Spirit Ridge himself effectively broke the Randwick 2,500 metre track record. And there was a horse in front of him at the end, sure, but he broke it, and he was doing it all from the front. It was a terrific run.
We've got 4 internationals going around in it this year in Break Up, West Wind Blows, Akita Soche and Valiant King.
That we have, and you've mentioned the strike rate of the internationals in this race, and look, I think they're all live hopes. I've got them all in my quaddy, to be honest, and Breakup's an interesting one. He may end up better suited at 3,200 in the Melbourne Cup, but the stable have openly said they're here to win both races, make no mistake. We've touched on West Wind Blows. Valiant King with no weight looks dangerous. Got former and Vauban and a horse called Land Legend. You saw that horse go to the St Ledger last week at Randwick and win, and it was a terrific win. So, yeah, you can make a case for all of them.
And we started the day on a good 4. There was the threat they might stretch Gold Trip if there was an upgrade, Brad, but it's in.
Yeah, well, yeah, we still see the good 4 there. And, yeah, look, I think they put a bit of irrigation on yesterday, so I don't think there'll be too many excuses. See a new favourite now, so West Wind Blows. They're at 5.50 on the tab, so great betting race, and can't wait to see how this plays out.
So West Wind Blows into 5.50 off $6.50. As Brad rightly touched on, as the new new favourite ahead of Gold Trip, 6-7 back to $6, and Salcombe $6.50 out to $7.50. Last year, Durston won this at $18, beat Gold Trip in a photo. Knight's Order third. Incentivised won it in 2021 by 3.5 lengths. Very Elegant in 2020. And Murder Glass, the last international to win it, won it in 2019, beating Vow and Declare. The Caulfield Cup, steeped in history. Group 1, $5 million. They're getting set for the 2023 edition with Matt.
To load. Breakup is in. Fame coming towards the outside. One of the outsiders here. Ridden by Craig Newitt. Akita Sushi is in. Karen McAvoy, who won the race 15 years ago with all the good. Emissary stands patiently. Huya Male is about to load. Montefilia and Goldman are going to be the final ones to join the line for the Carlton Draft Caulfield Cup. So Montefilia to take a middle alley. Blake Shin, another one for Chris Waller, and Goldman to take the outside. And the field is now locked away for the Carlton Draft Caulfield Cup. Stand by for a start. They are ready. Set to go. They make a good line and they're racing, and West Wind Blows hesitated, missed the start 2 or 3. Salcombe 6 lengths last early. Bois d'Argent began well with Valiant King, Huya Male, Spirit Ridge, Right You Are from the deep. United Nations coming over with also Goldman as they blast to the post with a lap to go. Spirit Ridge the leader from United Nations. Goldman made a line of 3 on the first corner. They're a length and a half in front of Huya Male, and then came Right You Are. About a length and a half Valiant King on the fence from Bois d'Argent, 2 lengths to break up, and then West Wind Blows, who recovered on the fence midfield. A length and a quarter Emissary without a fight. 2.5 to Gold Trip. Then came Francesco Guardi, Montefilia, Salcombe well back, Duke de Sessa, Akita Sushi, and 2 for the back to Fame at the end of the field. 1,600 metres to go. The speed's beat on early. Spirit Ridge 2 lengths Goldman. Third on the inside is Huya Male, and then came United Nations in 4th place. Next along the inside is Valiant King at the 1,400 metres. 2 lengths Right You Are. They continue the climb, and then came Bois d'Argent. 2.5 lengths to break up. West Wind Blows, a length and a quarter Emissary. Then came Without a Fight, a couple of lengths to Gold Trip, Francesco Guardi. They really string out. A length and a half Montefilia, Salcombe. 2 lengths Duke de Sessa, Akita Sushi, and Fame is last. It's 30 lengths first to last. Spirit Ridge kept them motoring towards the 1,000 metres by a length to Goldman. Huya Male third the inside, followed by United Nations. A length and a quarter Valiant King, Right You Are. 2 lengths Bois d'Argent, followed by Breakup. The Japanese runners only about 7 or 8 off the front. 2 lengths West Wind Blows, then Emissary Without a Fight. Further back is Gold Trip, who's 15 off the lead from Francesco Guardi. Then a gap Salcombe well back in the field. Montefilia, Duke de Sessa, Akita Sushi, and Fame. Spirit Ridge at the 600 metres led the field from United Nations. Huya Male's got a split. Right You Are made a line of 4. They're a length and a half Valiant King. Breakup's coming on. So too West Wind Blows. Without a Fight's the widest. Gold Trip is tracking into it. Needs a run though. Right You Are, Huya Male into the straight from Valiant King. West Wind Blows. Break up. They were followed by Bois d'Argent. Without a Fight and Gold Trip are running on. West Wind Blows at the 200. Without a Fight runs on. Lays in on top of Gold Trip. West Wind Blows 100 to go. Without a Fight coming at it. Without a Fight. West Wind Blows. Their heads in unison. Without a Fight. Without a Fight's won the Caulfield Cup. Narrowly from West Wind Blows and Gold Trip. 4th Right You Are or Bois d'Argent. Followed then by Valiant King Salcombe. Break Up and Duke de Sessa. Behind them Huya Male, United Nations. And then came Goldman, Montefilia. Spirit Ridge got tired. Francesco Guardi, Akita Sushi. And always towards the back was Fame. A long last Emissary.
The Caulfield Cup to Anthony and Sam Friedman and Mark Zara. Without a Fight beats West Wind Blows. Gold Trip runs third. Bois d'Argent number 16 should be 4th. Without a Fight claims feature race success at Caulfield, Gator.
Long-range plan lands from an elite stable. Second up into the Caulfield Cup. Back from Wait for Age. Gets the dry track he needs. He's a proper world-class horse. He had to be to win this race this year because it was a proper rendition run at a fast speed. West Wind Blows terrific in defeat. Gold Trip touch unlucky. Excellent as well.
But Without a Fight gets the honours.
Yeah, he does, Marto, and he put the writing on the wall, didn't he, in the Queensland Winter, just how well he was going, and it was always the target second up. A beautiful ride down the middle of the track, and he proves too good for for West Wind Blows, who was terrific. As Skater said, Gold Trip just copped a bump with the big weight. He was brave too, but all honours without a fight.